Rain fell like memory upon the silent docks. Alaric stood at the edge of the pier, eyes tracing the blurred horizon where ships once came. Behind him, the old lighthouse blinked its lonely pulse, as if remembering too. Fiona approached, her coat heavy with salt. "You shouldn't be here," she murmured. "They say the harbor answers when it's spoken to." He smiled faintly. "Then maybe it will tell me why she disappeared." Lightning tore the sea for a heartbeat. The waves echoed her name. Fiona looked at him, a man stitched together by loss and light. Inside the abandoned boathouse, time had curdled. Blueprints and compass shards lay scattered across a warped table. Fiona brushed the dust from a glass map. "You drew this?" she asked. Alaric nodded. Before she left, she said the sea would remember her shape. "Maybe it did," Fiona whispered, tracing the coast where lines faded into water. He met her gaze, his voice low. "If I rebuild the harbor, maybe she'll find her way back." The air trembled, a soft hum rising from the glass beneath their hands. That night, the sea turned luminous. The harbor lights, long dead, flickered one by one, as if answering an unseen command. Fiona watched from the cliffs, heart heavy. Alaric stood waist deep in the surf, blueprint pages floating around him like wounded birds. "Alaric, stop!" she shouted. "You can't summon the dead." He didn't turn. "I'm not summoning, I'm listening." The waves lifted his plans, forming spirals of light. For a breathless instant, she thought she saw a woman's outline shimmer within them, and then vanish. Morning found them drenched, hollow-eyed, staring at the half-built structure that rose from the water. A frame of glass and salt, fragile as memory. Fiona stepped closer, whispering, "It's beautiful." "It's wrong," Alaric said. "It's building itself." The tower hummed softly, the tide wrapping it in threads of foam. A voice seemed to echo through its ribs, distant, melodic, heartbreakingly familiar. Fiona's breath caught. "Alaric, that sounds like her." He closed his eyes, trembling. "Then she's still somewhere, waiting to be finished." Each night the tower grew higher, shimmering in moonlight. Its glass caught fragments of dreams, laughter, waves, the scent of her hair. Fiona began hearing whispers too, soft phrases like a lullaby meant for someone else. "Do you believe in what you're building?" she asked one evening. Alaric didn't answer immediately. "I believe in unfinished things," he said at last. "They never leave." Fiona touched his shoulder. "And what about the living?" He looked at her then, and for a moment she saw both longing and guilt stitched into his stare. The sea began to change. Birds circled the harbor without sound, and the air shimmered like glass. Fishermen vanished. Their boats returned empty but spotless. Fiona stood at the water's edge, holding a piece of the tower that had drifted ashore, a perfect pane, reflecting her face twice. "Alaric, it's not her calling you," she said. "It's something using her voice." He smiled sadly. "Does it matter if she answers?" The reflection in the glass blinked, once, though Fiona hadn't. By the seventh night, the tower's top touched the clouds. Alaric climbed its spiral stairs barefoot, each step humming like a heartbeat. Fiona followed, shouting above the wind, "Don't go higher. You'll disappear." He turned briefly, soaked and radiant. "If she's on the other side, I have to." Lightning cracked. The sea glowed white, then fell silent. Fiona reached the final landing and found only his blueprint, soaked through, the ink bleeding into the floor like veins. When dawn came, the tower was gone. Only ripples remained, spreading endlessly toward the horizon. Fiona walked along the shore, searching for any trace, a coat, a page, a shadow. None remained, but as she turned to leave, she heard a faint hum beneath her boots. The sand vibrated with the same rhythm as the tower once had. "Alaric," she whispered. The sea answered with a shimmer, forming a glass bridge that reached toward her. She hesitated, then took one step. The bridge held. Beneath her, shapes flickered, fragments of Alaric's memories, moments never shared. Laughter, sketches, her own reflection beside his. The air trembled, turning crystalline. From somewhere deep below, his voice rose. "You found me." Fiona's throat tightened. "You shouldn't have stayed." His answer came soft as rain. "Someone had to finish the harbor." The light grew until everything dissolved into white. When Fiona awoke on the shore, the sea was calm again. No tower, no bridge, only a single glass shard resting by her hand, warm to the touch. Inside it, faintly, two figures stood together beneath a lighthouse glow. She smiled through tears. "You built it," she whispered. "You finished it." Then, rising, she faced the horizon where light met water and began to walk, her reflection trailing her like a second life.